Joining me now for more on this is a political commentator, Olabode Oseni. Thank you for joining us on TVC News at 1. What would you say about the portfolios assigned to the Ministers-Designate?
Thank you very much for having me. Ordinarily, the allocation of portfolio to ministers chosen, approved by the Senate, really means not much to the public. What the public really wants is results. They want to see what the individuals choosing in different portfolios are made of. They want to see that there's light, there's water, roads, education, Medicare, all these things are working for them. So at the end of the day, they don't even want to know whether the Constitution stipulates that 36 ministers has to come from 36 states and all that kind of thing. So we need to get that to the public. The public are more interested in results, what they're going to get from all this kind of thing. Of course, the president needs to meet his rules, his obligation to the Constitution. He has done so. So start to drop in names of this and that now. Again, like I said, because I speak for the public. So the public want to say, well, they should do this, they should do that. That's what they're looking for.
But would you say we have put square pegs in square holes to achieve this goal of bringing good governance to the people?
Of course, that's also very important, because at the end of the day, the buck stops at the desk of the president. If he decides to put a peg, a round peg in a square hole, that doesn't fit. So the result will be the outcome of his it all boils down to his governance. People again will look at him and say, well, he has not gone well. So I do appreciate that some of the ministers chosen, some of them come in the area of where they specialize. And let me take example of Alake, for example. Many people know Alake to be a journalist. Many people know him to be, they're expecting him to be Minister of Information. So, but then again, like I said, the prerogative, the final word, the final thing is in the hand of the president. The president knows what he wants. He knows who can deliver in a particular and a specific area of ministry. So he has done so. I want to reiterate what I said. What is key here, very, very important, is that there is a result. People get a form of results, that they are happy that the ministers have done well, the president have done well. And if anything were to go wrong, of course, it is the president that's going to get the blame. Having said that, you are right to insist that the president must have chosen a specific person to be allocated to area of his expertise. Let's take Tijani, somebody who is very good in IT, have been choosing for IT development and so on and so forth. Lalong has been, was I think this since Port or wherever minister before. Good. But the most important thing here, Madam Abosede, is people get results.
People get results. Right. Yeah. And we know that a new ministry, for instance, has been created, and that's the Ministry of Marine and Blue Economy. How much of an impact do you see this have on boosting the resources of the country at this critical time in our national history?
That's also a very good observation. I want to say this. Marine, when I was growing, I'm 76 plus, and when I was growing up, Marina area, the business of marine, we see the NNSS, the National Shipping Line, the marine business was booming. Many of my age group have come to Europe via the marine traveling arrangement. The marine is a big business. If you look at how Dubai is developing at a very fast rate, it's because they are taking advantage. They brought marine into a desert. So majority of what they are getting there are flowing to their country before they redistribute it to others. So marine is a very, very important area of economy. But again, now it depends on how much the president want to put into developing it, rediscovering it. Because when I was trying to allude to the olden days of whatever of marine, much was not really done after so many years after. I think marine business is like becoming obsolete. So, whereas it's one of the major area of economy that cannot be neglected. So I'm happy to hear that that's part of concern, part of consideration is the president is wanting to deal with it. And I want to wish him success on that.
All right, then. Political commentator Olabode Oseni, thank you for talking to us on TVC News at 1.
Thank you very much for having me.